Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for the leaked Deadpool 2016 trailer. So unlike some of the other trailers that we got from San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, such as Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, Fox decided not to actually release this one officially because they were like, oh, you already have the bootleg trailer, you could just watch that. But apparently, they are going to release a trailer for Deadpool within the next month. Now, whether it be this one or a completely different trailer, it's left to be known. So I'm just gonna do a review for this trailer as it stands. So we have Ryan Reynolds in the lead role, and we have the guy from Colossus. He's coming back, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, this movie's supposed to come out on February 12th, 2016. So yeah. 2016 is going to be a very interesting year with Deadpool, Batman v Superman, Civil War, Suicide Squad, and Doctor Strange. And if you want to just throw it in there, I think Ninja Turtles 2 is coming out that year too. If I'm not mistaken, it should be coming out next year. So yeah, it's coming out next year. Just to throw it in there, might as well. It's a comic book movie, why not? I will leave a link down below for those who want to check out this bootleg trailer. It's about 3 minutes long. Pretty funny. The one I'm watching is literally a 3:01 minutes long, so 3 minutes 1 second long. You know, YouTube joke. You know, you got it. Insight. Really cool trailer in my opinion. Really do like it. Basically in this, it does have an origin story for Deadpool. If you guys don't know Deadpool, his origin story is that he had cancer, so he goes into like the Weapon X program, same as Wolverine and Captain America went through, but he goes through a similar program, and basically he's turned into the Merc with a mouth, you know, Deadpool basically. You know, he's always cracking jokes. He's being really meta, breaking the fourth wall a lot. So that's like one of the things he's known for. Then is like ultra violence. It's really funny. So he's basically doing what Deadpool does best, breaking the fourth wall, you know, killing people left and right, and it's pretty funny. You have Colossus, and as well they introduced Colossus. If you guys remember last year, there was that test footage that got leaked out. You know, I mean, it could have been leaked out, but you know, Fox could have been like, oh, let's just say this was leaked out and see if the fans like it. We loved it, so yeah, and they incorporated that into the trailer and into the movie. There are elements of that, and it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah, and after the events of that small scene with that we saw in the test footage, Colossus and this other girl, which at first I thought she was bullshitting about her name, but no, it turns out that's her actual name. It was really funny. It's like teenage something warhead or something. It's like teenage nega. It's like here I found it. Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and I thought she was joking about that name because first off it's really long, and I thought she, you know, it probably has something to do with her powers, but I thought she was just boasting by search up the name, you know, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Turns out that's her actual superhero name. So I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty funny. And Deadpool's like Negasonic Teenage. What the fuck? That's like the coolest name ever. That was hilarious. You also have this other metahuman Weasel towards the end of the trailer. They're just him and Deadpool are kind of just bantering back at each other. It's really funny in my opinion. It's really funny. He's like this Weasel. The Weasel character is like, whoa, motherfucker. So he's like, whoa, motherfucker, you're hard to look at. And then Deadpool's like testicles with teeth, and then Weasel's like something like looks like Freddy Krueger face fucked a map of Udars. that was hilarious. And then Deadpool's like, exactly. And then Weasel's like, you're revolting. You're revolting. He says something like an avocado had sex with an older avocado. It's just really weird, but it's very funny. And then he's like, Deadpool's like, thank you. And then towards the end of the trailer is also pretty funny. It's like after he like kills a couple guys, he just inhales the like powder from like the gun. You know, after you shoot it, he's like, I'm touching myself tonight. He's like, I'm touching myself. What the fuck? It's hilarious. And then they even take jabs at Green Lantern DC. It just because right before he becomes Deadpool, he's like, oh, and make sure not to make the suit green. or animated. So yeah. And many people, and I feel bad for Ryan Reynolds because many people blamed him for the failure of the character of Deadpool in X-Men Origins. One, I actually did like X-Men Origins. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. I saw the flaws it had. I mean, people were complaining about, but I overall thought it was an enjoyable movie. But I don't think it's right for people to blame Ryan Reynolds for the failure of Deadpool, the character of Deadpool. Um, and yeah, and so I do like how I thought he was actually pretty good as Deadpool. Just the way they took him in that movie kind of fucked it up. So I do like how with this movie they're addressing some of the stuff that happened in that movie, and kind of like redoing it, and it's a good idea in my opinion. And again, it's really meta. With that, yeah, he even calls like this. There's this lady like the right before he was gonna become Deadpool. There's like this lady, and he's like, "Oh come on, you're not gonna leave me here with like the less angry Rosie O'Donnell," and she like just bitch smacks him across the face. That was hilarious. Yeah, I mean Deadpool he's gonna. I'm happy they finally got rated R Deadpool. Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's rated R, so that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Really, that definitely one of my most anticipated movies of 2016. I mean, if you want to talk most anticipated movies of 2016 with no particular order, it'd have to be like Deadpool, Civil War, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, and Doctor Strange, and maybe TMNT number 2 just to throw it in there. That's like already more than half the list for most anticipated movies of next year alone. So yeah. Yeah, the only reason I'm anticipating TMNT 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, is because they're finally introducing Rocksteady and Bebop and Rocksteady. For Doctor Strange, it's Doctor Strange. It's pretty interesting. We've never really seen magic in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Civil War, pretty obvious. Batman v Superman, pretty obvious. Suicide Squad, really obvious. Deadpool, really fucking obvious. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, is X-Men Apocalypse supposed to come out next year too or not? Or is that in 2 years? Oh no, oh shit, I just searched it up. No, that's next year, so fuck that. Add that to the list. Yeah, so like the 7 movies are comic book related. Most of them Marvel, with like 2 of them being DC and 1 of them is independent. That's interesting. Oh yeah, and before I forget, they actually also had a small on Instagram. I found it when it first came out, but I guess they took it down. But someone did manage to leak about 10 seconds of the X-Men Apocalypse trailer. You see Rogue, I believe, in the trailer, and Storm, and you see Apocalypse, Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. I couldn't tell what he said, but they look pretty cool in my opinion. It seems like Storm or Rogue. I'm not sure if I saw Rogue or Storm. It was one of the two, or maybe both of them. It seems like one of them or both of them are turned into one of the 4 horsemen, so that's pretty cool. If I find a link to again to the Instagram account or the Instagram video I found it on, I'll definitely leave a link down below. But as of now, I can't find that video anymore. But I just want to talk about it very fast. But yeah, the Deadpool trailer looks fantastic. That's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the trailer. Again, I'll leave a link down below if you guys haven't seen it yet. And if you guys know where I could see the X-Men Apocalypse trailer in its entirety, please let me know, because I really want to watch that. Aside from that, like the video, show on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. Subscribe. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews, as well as trailer reviews. Thank you, San Diego Comic Con. And aside from that, that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off. And question as usual down in the comments below: which movie for next year, comic book movie, are you most excited for? It's really a toss-up. I think it would be between Deadpool, Batman v Superman, and Civil War. I'm most excited for those 3. I haven't seen much out of X-Men Apocalypse except for like the 10 seconds, so I'm not really gonna comment on that. Besides, like, there's 10 seconds, and if I could find it again, I'll show you guys. But it looked pretty cool from what I saw. TMNT, it's a Michael Bay fest, but I really want to see how they do Rocksteady and Bebop. Doctor Strange, we haven't really seen anything of it. I mean, we've had a couple casting news with Tilda Swinton, I believe, for Oracle, and Benedict Cumberbatch, I believe, is portraying Doctor Strange, if I'm not mistaken. Aside from that, we really haven't seen much. So yeah, again, which comic book movie are you most excited for next year out of X-Men Apocalypse, Deadpool, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman, Civil War, Doctor Strange, and TMNT, and Apocalypse? Actually, I already said Apocalypse. Which one are you most excited for coming out of that time below? Let me know. That's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.